Good morning, everybody. Hope you all had a great holiday and all that. I'm back from my break feeling pretty refreshed and hoping to get back into some crypto videos for all, I don't know, 5, 10 of you that watch, I guess. But hey, this is John with Crypto Top 10, and yeah, let's dig in. Though, of course, thank you to everyone who has subscribed, especially over the past couple weeks, because I wasn't uploading any new content. But hey, what can you do? That's life. So, hopping on into things, of course, we are going to be talking about all the crazy price action that Bitcoin and all the rest of the cryptocurrency market has gone under over the past couple weeks at the end. But let's get through some of the trending articles in the crypto news space. So, Ripple, for those of you who are aware or not aware, has been investigated by the SEC. They've been looking to get out of the United States for a while, and all this fun stuff causing a massive price crash. They, of course, have rebounded pretty well, but nowhere near 2020's yearly high just yet. And now there's rumors that we might be looking at Tron. So yeah, the consequences of the SEC lawsuit against Ripple Labs are probably a pretty hot topic. In fact, one of the hottest topics in the crypto community right now. A much discussed scenario is that an extension of these charges and entities to other tokens like USDT, Chainlink, Binance Coin, and Tron are among possible candidates. Chainlink, I could potentially see, but I don't think it would be that damaging to the protocol overall. Tether has got a lot going on with it. Binance Coin, they've been pretty smart to escape regulation so far, so that does make Tron probably the most likely target for the ire of the United States government. Of course, Sun took to Twitter to deny all speculations as false and said that there's no investigation against the Tron Foundation, TRX, BitTorrent himself, or any affiliated entity by any of the regulatory institutions in the United States or China, which is pretty good. According to a report, though, the U.S. SEC may have grounds to charge Sun for its relationship with two U.S.-based companies, BitTorrent and Poloniex, after Sun became an investor in Poloniex, according to Cochrane, who put together this report. Products were created that allowed trading with leverage and the deposit or withdrawal of amounts greater than $10,000. And in addition, Poloniex listed a variety of TRC20 tokens. Also, BitTorrent still operates mostly from the United States and San Francisco, and points out that Sun makes frequent trips to the headquarters located there. Therefore, if it's proven that Poloniex has users in the United States, the authorities in that country could apply some of the same criteria that they used to go after BitMEX not too long ago. However, this is not the same reason they're going after Ripple. They're going after Ripple because it is more than likely going to be considered an unlicensed security based on how the token was initially distributed. This is muddying the waters a little bit, and it's not a one-to-one comparison. So Cochrane has been pretty careful with the claims that he's making and made it clear that the information he has given still requires a stronger foundation and further investigation. He also considers that there's no point of comparison, as I just said, between the SEC case against Ripple Labs. So it's basically like, well, they could be being investigated, but for different reasons. So Tron honestly has pretty underwhelmed during this brief rally period that we've had so far. I mean, I don't think they broke 4 cents. Maybe they did and I missed it. I have not been following the market as closely. Well, I've not been following the Tron end of the market too closely, just because I don't hold a lot of Tron, though I do hold a little. It's more of a play around type of coin. If I lose it, I lose it. Whatever. So, yeah, we'll see where this goes with Justin and all that stuff, but I don't expect anything too crazy coming out of the SEC about Tron anytime soon, despite all these rumors. Now, let's get into the big boy, the one I love talking about, for those of you who watch regularly, Cardano. Rising more than 100% in the past week, overtaking Bitcoin Cash, good riddance to rubbish, to become the world's 6th largest cryptocurrency by market cap. It is going pretty much vertical right now, which is absolutely insane. So this past year in 2020, God, I'm so glad that is in the rearview mirror. Cardano launched the Shelley mainnet, kickstarting growth of Cardano as a proof-of-stake blockchain protocol. It's been working rather well. I do own Cardano. I do stake Cardano. I've made a nice, decent little chunk of change. It's been working pretty well for me. I've not had any issues with Daedalus or the Yori wallets, so I've been quite happy. So functional smart contracts, which are also on the horizon, have yet to be deployed on Cardano, though the prep work and minor upgrades have been pretty consistently coming out. So it's getting close. When smart contracts do finally go live as part of the Goguen rollout, large-scale DeFi protocols and other decentralized applications would be able to launch on top of the Cardano network, and they are prepping many to do so, as well as making it easy for Ethereum-based blockchains and ERC20 tokens to flip over. They really want to capture some of that and get some people moving over to a network that's a little bit less congested. There's no Cardano upgrades, like major ones, on the horizon that they've announced, at least during the period of this rally. But it doesn't matter because they have kept up with a pretty good track record. The overall state of the crypto market as well is pushing them up. And the fact that they've just been pretty consistent, and they can prove that not only is the network growing, but it's stable. And that's a really important thing. A combination of technical factors and the expectations of the release of the smart contracts in early 2021 are likely behind the majority of the rally. Experts are calling between 27 to 40 cents, and we are already well in that range. I believe Cardano's sitting around 30 to 35 cents. I think 33 cents right now. So I personally think it's going to eclipse its all-time high of $1.22. Here, before the rally is said and done, I would like to see a $3 to $5 Cardano personally. Just personally. But in the near term, analysts are saying that as long as Bitcoin consolidates above 34,000, which it seems like it has, though I think it needs a bit more time before we can say it's truly consolidated, and continues to show its technical momentum, large cap altcoins like Cardano are expected to perform pretty strongly. I'd say very strongly. But hopping on over VeChain. Yeah, I haven't talked about them in a hot minute. But over there in Cyprus, one of the country's largest private health facilities is storing its COVID-19 vaccination records on the VeChain platform, which is offering another compelling use case for the supply chain logistics platform. As of Monday, 100 doctors and personnel had received their first dose of COVID-19 vaccine, the hospital said in the news release. The vaccinated personnel have also received a digital certificate on their EHCert app, which is an electronic wallet for lab results based on the VeChain Thor blockchain. So basically, everyone gets a profile, and when they get vaccinated, it gets stamped or put on the blockchain for all to see. Quite cool. They implemented it at the hospital back in June of 2020, and over a 3-month period between June and August, they recorded the COVID-19 test results of more than 8,000 people and logged them on the blockchain. So VeChain also announced pretty recently that another Cyprus-based medical facility will be integrating the digital lab test wallet solution. For all its potential use cases, VeChain has singled out healthcare as one industry primed for disruption due to blockchain technology. I do totally agree with that. For any of you who've ever had to transfer doctors, or you got a new job and had different insurance, getting a copy of your medical records and sending it around has been pretty rough. Imagine if all your medical records were stored in a secure way on a blockchain, so only you and people you gave your access codes to could see them. So when you get transferred, you just say, hey, it's stored here. Here's my information you need so you can view it, and go. Makes all that pretty cool and quick and easy, and it's much easier for any programmers to have support for multiple different blockchains, because VeChain won't be the only one. So doctors' offices will have an easier time getting the access to the information they need. I love it. I like it. I want some more of it. So VET has gained more than 20% in the past day and 56% in the past week. I mean, woo! It's ranked 20th by market cap, at least according to this article, sitting around $2 billion in market cap. I really like VeChain. They've been doing a lot, especially on the supply chain end of things. I think they've got the potential to really go places, but they haven't had the explosion that some of these other coins have had that I would expect of them. So they've underperformed a little bit in my mind, but they're definitely one to watch. All right, let's hop on over. Just a little DeFi update. All protocols of the DeFi sector have reached $20 billion in total value locked. This marks a $6.2 billion increase since the beginning of this year. We are 7 days into 2021, and DeFi is up $6.2 billion. It exceeded $1 billion about 6 months ago. It's absolutely insane, the meteoric rise of DeFi. I would do research, if I was you, into all the DeFi protocols. Pick one or two protocols that after your research you think can go the distance and will become like major players in the space in the next couple of years, and put a little bit of money into it. Again, I'm some guy who sits in my basement, take everything I say in a grain of salt, but I've done that, and I think you should do the same. Just me, personally. Anyways, in addition to the increase in total value locked, DeFi protocols are reaching individual achievements that are strongly highlighting the level of adoption they've gotten. Uniswap just celebrated $58 billion in total trading volume for the 2020 year, which is a 15,000% increase from 2019, which is absolutely insane. But notwithstanding that, the amount of Ethereum and Bitcoin that has been withdrawn out of DeFi protocols has also been increasing. After peaking around the end of October and November, investors have massively withdrawn Bitcoin and Ethereum from the DeFi protocols. Most people are thinking, Ethereum 2.0's deposit contract went live, so investors are probably moving their funds over to get staking rewards, because you can get, they're estimating between 10 to 15% for the first year of it, which is a pretty darn good return, especially when DeFi yield farming has kind of petered out a little bit. And then on the Bitcoin end of things, they may be withdrawing their funds to make profits and take advantage of crypto's bullish momentum. Entirely possible, but we've got to see where it's going to go. I'm very excited for this market. I cannot say that enough. So let's hop on over to the next article and continue our chat. All right, so little shout out to those of you guys who experiment with a lot of crypto stuff. With the prices increasing, keep an eye out for scams. Researchers are now warning that 3 different apps have been stealing crypto undetected for the past year. It's a year-long malware operation. Oof. So the new remote access Trojan, or RAT, dubbed Electro Rat, has been used to empty the cryptocurrency wallets of thousands of Windows, Mac, and Linux users, which is, that's really rough. It's not just targeting one type, but all 3 of what I would consider to be the major operating systems. The 3 cryptocurrency-related apps that have been deployed are Jam, eTrade/Kintum, and DAO Poker. The Electro Rat malware hidden inside these apps is extremely intrusive. It has various capabilities such as keylogging, taking screenshots, uploading files from disk, downloading files, and executing commands on the victim's console. Yeesh. That's pretty dang rough. And Tether Labs estimated that the campaign has already infected thousands of victims who have had their crypto wallets emptied. It added there is evidence that some victims were compromised by the apps were using popular crypto wallets such as MetaMask. Yeah, be very, very careful with where you're putting your money, dear Lord. The malware has been written in a multi-platform programming language called Golang, which makes it harder to detect, and that it was pretty uncommon to see a rat designed to act like this, and it was written from scratch based on their assessment. That means someone made this up for themselves off the top of their head and has potentially made hundreds of thousands of dollars from it. So be very, very careful with the apps you use, the places you go, and how you store your money. Seriously, third-party authenticator apps are pretty dang nice. Be very, very careful. Hopping on over, Mr. Beast. Yeah, that guy, Jimmy Donaldson. For those of you who don't know, he's got about 50 million subscribers on YouTube. He now has a verified Brave browser account, which is pretty darn nice. He's not new to crypto. He's probably made a decent amount of money over it. He's previously had videos discussing crypto before his channel exploded in popularity, and he reportedly purchased a $100,000 car using his crypto profits. So this dude, he's done pretty darn well for himself crypto-wise. However, once he exploded in popularity, he purged all crypto-related content, which kind of makes sense. Keep that on the down low. Mr. Beast also spoke on Keemstar's podcast about how he almost lost his Bitcoin due to a house break-in, but managed to move the funds to a new wallet. Pretty good. I'm glad he was able to. The big news here is just another way that more and more people are getting exposure to someone who works and uses crypto in their daily lives. I'd be really interested to see if Mr. Beast starts talking about Bitcoin a little bit again. 50 million subscribers, that's a pretty large user base you can reach, and the audience on YouTube trends younger. If you haven't seen his videos, they're normally pretty funny, actually. I'm a bit old. I find him entertaining enough that if someone is watching him, I won't just walk out of the room, but I don't go actively seeking his content. But he does a good job, and he donates a lot of money to charity, so I really cannot say anything bad about him. But in addition to Mr. Beast, Brave's growing list of publishers has had some in the community predicting large price increases for BAT token. According to CoinGecko, BAT tokens are currently trading at about 25 cents, up about 10% over the past day. BAT's not really had a crazy good performance either. I use Brave for my day-to-day browsing. I like it. I enjoy earning the BAT on it for viewing certain ads. I have no problems with it, and I have no problems with it continuing. I'm very interested to see if this kicks off something good for Brave, because I think overall they've done a pretty good job. Then to kind of wrap things up, just giving you a little heads up, the cryptocurrency market is now worth more than $1 trillion. That is the combined value of all cryptocurrencies, which is about 1% of all the money in the world. This is according to CoinGecko. CoinMarketCap is also showing the same. It's hard to say whether those are all the cryptocurrencies in existence, but CoinGecko tracks 6,124 digital assets. CoinMarketCap tracks about the same. Behind this milestone, once again, lurks a financial crisis. For those of you who don't know, Bitcoin came out in 2009 during the last crazy financial crisis. So we're seeing a lot of money flowing into the safe haven of gold or into Bitcoin, which is now being considered to be the digital equivalent by more and more people. It's a riskier investment, but it has shown a demonstrated ability to thrive in periods of chaos, which is why more and more people are throwing a little bit here and a little bit there into it just to hedge their bets. Unsurprisingly, Bitcoin is the absolute leader in terms of this. The market cap for Bitcoin is around $674 billion. So of that $1 trillion market cap, Bitcoin makes up about 67.5% of it, which is absolute insanity. Ethereum is right behind them, kind of, with a market cap of $135 billion. Notably, these are the only two cryptos, at least so far, that are ranked amongst the 100 biggest assets in the world, which is actually pretty insane. Speaking to Decrypt, George Maffei, president of the Canadian publicly listed Bitcoin mining operation Bitfarms, argued that $1 trillion is still only the beginning, since people will continue to look for ways to preserve or increase the value of their assets, which I wholeheartedly agree with him. We've been doing it for millennia, possibly tens of millennias, stretching all the way back to our days wandering around on four legs. It's pretty interesting the way things are going. I'm super excited for it. But yeah, just a little announcement. It's worth more than $1 trillion. Wow. So that will do it for the trending articles in the crypto news space today. Let's take a look at the top 10 coins by market cap. Doing a little refresh there on the page. Looking here in the top 10, Bitcoin up 8% on the day within striking distance of $40,000, floating around 37,800 and some bucks. Ethereum clipped 1,200. They're getting close to their all-time high. Bitcoin hits another new all-time high. Tether is being Tether. XRP is up 48%. Good for them recovering after that crash. Litecoin's doing okay down there at number 5. They're up 30% on the week. Cardano's up 10% and sitting at about 32 cents. Polkadot's doing okay. Bitcoin Cash continues to get flushed down the drain. Good riddance. Stellar cracking into the top 10, 33 cents. And Chainlink potentially dropping out of the top 10, though still $16, which is pretty darn good. I expect that most coins in the top 15 to top 20, you're going to see a lot of jockeying for position and going back and forth. The biggest gainer on the day so far is XRP at 48.88%. Biggest loser is Synthetics, down 8%, though still up 55% on the week, so, you can't really say it's not doing great. VeChain up 53% on the week, but down 1% or 2% on the day. Not too bad. But that will do it for today. My name is John. This has been Crypto Top 10. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, you might as well just hit that button so that way you get alerted whenever I'm able to post a video and we can talk about crypto together. I appreciate all of you, and I'm so excited to see where this market will take us.